Took our,
Pardon?
so you trespassed on our land and cut our trees
I
down?
cut down all the shrubs that were up on our property.
No, there's all this.
Yeah, they've grown from here, so I've taken them down.
No,
So
they're growing from our land.
This tree right here, for example, was this that's been cut down here. How was that growing on your land exactly?
Well, they all started up here. You can see where they were growing from.
No,
that tree here started up there.
I think you'll
There's
find
no
that's,
tree there.
that's the root.
There's a tree stump.
This is
It's been cut.
Pardon?
Did you come on to this part of the bank?
I came onto the bank,
So
yeah.
you trespassed onto our
The
land.
same as you came up here and put your fence up.
No, we weren't trespassing. We're allowed to actually protect our boundary, and we stayed within that.
So you were allowed to trespass to protect your boundary?
No.
Define trespass for me so that I'm
Well, you
clear.
defined it to me. You said I trespassed there. I'm saying
Well,
you
you
trespassed
have.
here.
You have.
We
Because
were fine. Nothing had changed.
Sorry?
We were fine. Nothing had changed. We had trees, shrubs, ivy, and everything else.
Yeah.
And then when we came and looked, it was gone.
Yeah.
And there was nobody to approach up there. So what we did, within our boundary line, so that's not even on your land.
What, isn't this fence here, isn't it?
No, it's not on your land.
How do you know where your boundary line is?
Because we've got deeds that state where our
so
boundary
wait.
line is.
Well,
Well,
then
if you know where
deed
your
should have
boundary
shown-
line is, why
Our
did you come on
boundary's
here?
on the top of the bank.
So what were you
Hang
doing
on,
on?
sorry,
Yeah,
if I can.
Yeah.
So if you know where your boundary line is, why were you on here?
We were tidying the bank up. It was
Yeah,
just getting
this isn't your bank to tidy. Why were you on here if this isn't yours?
We were tidying the bank up. How many more times?
So I'm glad you're now admitting you were trespassing on my land,
and the same as
tidying.
you trespassed on my land to put your fence up.
I'm allowed within 6 feet of a boundary line to maintain my boundary by law, and I've checked
So
that.
I've got the same right then.
This isn't 6 foot.
I never
This.
said it was, but I haven't been down there. I was up here on the top edge.
So who's done this down here?
I've no idea.
So you did up there, but you didn't do down here.
I cut all these, whatever they are, some sort of laurel. I don't know what they are. I don't know. I'm no gardener, landscaper, but they were a laurel which were gone out of control.
I can see you're no landscaper.
Pardon?
I can see you're no landscaper.
Well, I mean,
That's not my problem. This is my problem.
yeah.
So, laurels and everything else, your hedges, that's great. You've got every right to do that.
I did.
My pine tree,
That's not your pine tree.
it is my pine tree. This
How
is
do
where
you know?
you need check your deeds.
We've taken off a dead limb which was dangerous. That's all we've taken off.
The tree protection
There's
officer,
the dead limb.
the tree protection officer which came out has specified which were alive and which were dead. That's a protected tree.
I never said
And you've damaged it.
We've taken a dead limb off.
So,
There's the limb there which was dead.
so what about the living limbs?
We haven't taken any living limbs off.
I can see more than one limb that's come down.
Which one? This big one here?
What about the one above it?
The big one we took was the one right at the top.
And what about this one here then?
You could see by the end of that, that's not a fresh cut.
Right. Windfall, was it?
Where's the fresh cut on the end of that limb? That limb there has been cut probably...
This, right, have you got planning permission? Regardless of whose tree this is, just for a second, have you got planning permission to touch this tree?
That one?
This one,
We
yeah.
can take down anything that is considered dangerous by a tree surgeon. We used an approved and certified
Who?
tree surgeon to do that.
Who?
I'm not telling you who.
Why not?
But why? Because I don't want to. I don't
Because-
have to tell you. I'm telling you he was certified.
This tree is protected by law.
I know it's all the trees in the land are protected. Every tree in the land over 1.75 diameter has got a TPO on.
That's incorrect. It's every tree from 1965.
No, it's every tree over a 0.175 diameter. That's when they start classifying as a tree, 0.175.
Well, I won't argue that point with you. You have one set of knowledge, I have a different set of knowledge.
Because I spoke to the arborist who did the trees for us.
Okay, did you speak to the tree protection officers
He
first?
didn't have to, because he said anything that's dangerous he can take down legally without permission.
What about anything that's not yours?
It's debatable whether that's mine or yours. To me, it's growing on the top edge of the boundary.
So what about my ivy then?
Yes, we did that. I am not denying that.
So why, that's criminal damage.
Again, the arborist advised that the ivy was getting too heavy for the trees, and on the way they're stabilised in the bank, they would windfall.
What about this side?
But that's still my ivy. So that's criminal damage.
Okay,
So you're admitting you did that.
I didn't do it. No,
So, but you employed someone to do it.
no, I didn't even employ anyone to do it.
So somebody who you have no idea walked onto this land and cut the ivy.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
So how did
I'm
the
saying I didn't do it.
You personally didn't do
I
it,
personally didn't do it.
but you commissioned to have it done.
No, I didn't even ask for it to be done.
So why was it done?
You better ask the person who did it.
Well, I can't because you won't tell me who that was.
Oh, that's my right.
Fair enough. I think you're being very evasive.
I can be as evasive as I like at the minute.
Okay.
We've
So,
replied to your solicitor's letter because we've been away on holiday for 3 weeks.
I know, I hope you had a nice time.
We did. Brilliant.
Florida?
Yep.
Yep, lovely. So what's going to happen with my bank now then?
We're going to replant when we do the landscape, and this is going to be replanted to form the boundary again.
With my permission to come onto my land first, I
Don't have to,
assume?
I can do it up here.
No,
Yeah,
because you've got
what about
trees
my
in
bank
front.
right here?
Well, that's regrowing already.
No.
No, I want my trees back.
I'll buy you some trees.
And how much money are you prepared to give me for my trees
You
then?
want like for like.
Pardon?
How much money are you prepared to give me for my trees then? Because these were mature
No,
trees.
I'm not going to give you money and trees. Make your mind up, one
That's
or the
not
other.
that's not what you
Yeah.
said.
Okay, how much for me to be able to replace trees? I mean, what's your budget to replace my
Oh,
bank?
my budget will be whatever we've taken out, we'll replace like for like, but whatever we pulled out, we'll put back in, those laurels.
So, you're going to put like for like what you cut down on here?
We'll put the same trees as stuff that's growing up here, we'll put back on the bank.
No, that's what's growing up there. I'm on about what was growing here.
That's what was growing down, that's what I'm trying to tell you. What was growing there is what's growing up here, that laurel.
No, that's not true.
It is, it's there. You see the damn roots and the stems are identical.
Are you a tree surgeon?
I don't need to be a tree surgeon to see that those stems are identical to the stems that I've got up here.
And I could also tell you that these aren't laurel.
I just said,
That-
I'm not
that
sure
one
whether
right-
they're a laurel or not. They're a laurel.
Well, you just said you were going to plant laurel like for like.
I just said I will plant what's up here. that was
I
growing
don't.
down
Yeah, but
there.
I don't want what's up there. I want what I had. There's a
You
holly.
don't know what you had.
There's a holly right there. Are you going to give me a nice mature holly that you cut down?
That holly was on my side.
No, that's on my boundary. Have you even looked at your deeds?
Yes.
So you would know that's my holly then?
No.
I'm afraid it is.
Well, according to the tree surgeon, that tree ought to come down because it's dangerous and unstable
Is the
anyway.
tree surgeon a qualified land solicitor?
He's
Does he know
trying-
where? Did you inform him really clearly where the boundary was?
He looked at the boundary and said that tree is dangerous.
So he came. So he, admittedly, by you saying right now, he came onto my land knowing where my boundary
He
was.
went up that tree, how we got it down, I've no idea. I told you he's cut that top limb off, which was dangerous.
Why, at no point, bearing in mind, I was able to find you and your details really quickly. Why didn't you try and make any contact with me whatsoever?
Because the tree was considered dangerous, and I spoke to the tree surgeon, and he said,
Ignore that tree. Think about my bank for a second. Why didn't you think, I know, I'll make just a quick phone call, come and knock on my door, I'm easy to find.
where do you live? In the caravan? In the bungalow? You can't live in the bungalow.
It's not a bungalow.
Do you use the internet at all?
Internet?
Yeah.
Very rarely.
I don't know. I didn't know where you lived. Within a few minutes, I now know exactly where you live. I know your mobile. I know your home phone number. I know the directorship of your company. I even know where you went away on holiday for 3 weeks and for who with and where.
Do you?
Yeah, it was easy enough.
Stalking or something now?
No, I did my homework. You could have done your homework and found out who owned the bank and made contact with us before just coming straight on and destroying it.
Yeah. Oh, there you
So I guess whilst he's on the phone, the conversation is done for the moment. Anything else we should be asking him next? He's admitted criminal damage. No, I'm not doing that. I think when he comes back, I'll just let him know that under no circumstances do we want him on our land. And if I catch him on our land, I'll call the police. What confuses me is why would he replant something that he's just chopped and taken away?
I'd like to know the official tree person. What do they call them?
Arbitrary or something. Right, I'm going to pause the video for a minute. I'll start it up when he comes back, if he comes back. Oh no. He's back, here we go.